doing that, uniform circular disc. Uniform circular disc. Got it? So in uniform circular disc, if a circular disc of radius r is having q charge, distributed uniformly on its surface, then surface charge density, which can be identified by sigma, and that will be q divided by surface area of the disc. If I am saying that disc is of radius r, right? If I am saying that disc is of radius r, that means surface area of the disc will be pi r square. It will be circular area. So if total charge q is appearing on its surface, so charge on unit area will be known as surface charge density. So in this case, if we want to know the, for example, this is be the circular disc, right? If this one is the circular disc, and again we will try to know the electric field due to the charge appearing on the disc at a point on its axis. This is the radius r, total charge is q available on it, right? This distance will be known as x. It is OB, the center of the disc. Q charge is totally appearing on it, right? Then what we have to do, consider small charge on the disc on a circular ring, of radius small r and thickness dr. Okay, we can consider a small ring. You can see if I draw a ring of radius r and of certain thickness, such that this thickness is very small comparing to its radius. This radius is r and this thickness part is dr, right? This part is dr. So charge that will appear on this ring, we can write down. This can be written dq. dq is what? Charge on the ring. Ring is an element body. Smallest is a part of the disc having small area, because we need to take small charge to define the electric field at a test charge position. If you are trying to know the electric field at P, then we can assume +1 test charge at this point. So if we can assume +1 test charge at this point, that means due to the dq charge appearing on this ring, we can find an electric field expression dE, what we have already done in our previous discussion. Once we know the charge on the ring, Yes, the electric field expression becomes kqx divided by r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. So here the value of dE will be k into dq, the charge of the ring, into distance of that point from center divided by small r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Are you getting it? This formation, this result of the electric field in terms of the charge of the ring, in terms of the radius of the ring, and in terms of the distance of the point from center, we have already derived this expression which is applicable for electric field expression due to the charge on a ring at its axis point. So this will be the dE value along the axis due to one such ring. Okay, the disk can be assumed to be the combination of many such rings, right? So therefore, due to the total charge, net electric field at P can be obtained by integrating all such dE results against all possible ring appearing on the disk. Yes or no? Are you getting the process? If we know the result against charge appearing on one ring, which is the element part, smallest portion of the disk having the same surface charge density, right? Then all such rings for their different charge, different radii will exert electric field at P always along the axis away from the center, following this format. So we will integrate this. So integration will be done of this expression, that is k into dq. Instead of dq, what we can write down, it is sigma. Okay, sigma, that is the surface charge density into surface area of the ring. Surface area of the ring will be circumference into thickness, that into x, whole divided by small r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Could you follow this? Instead of dq, I have splitted it as the surface charge density into surface area of the ring. The surface area of the ring is what? Circumference into thickness. We can write down surface area of a ring as circumference into thickness. So that's why I have written circumference 2 pi r, that into thickness as dr. Got it? So in this expression, x will be constant but small r is variable. So we can take the constant terms out, that is k sigma 2 pi into x, right? And the integration will be r dr divided by r square plus x square power 3 by 2. Here small r will vary from 0 to capital R. Are you getting this? Small r will be varying as 0 to capital R. This time, while integrating this, you can see the denominator factor is r square plus x square, where small r is the variable, right? And the numerator is having small r. So you can see the degree difference part, which I said in the previous class, that whenever degree difference between the variable terms in numerator is 1 degree less than the degree of denominator, then you can directly substitute the denominator so that numerator becomes its derivative. That will be the simple way of integrating it. Is that clear? Are you getting this or not? Are you getting this or not? K sigma 2 pi x r dr by r square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. So can you complete this integration? Okay, okay. Okay, if you want, I can definitely show you the integration. Say for integration part only, for the integration part, which is given r dr divided by small r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. So what I can do, I can take this consideration, put small r square plus x square something as t. So then it can be written 2r dr, that is equal to dt, right. I am replacing this by another variable t. So r will be differentiable with respect to t. So this is being constant, its differentiation will be 0. So integration will be done of r square. So it will be written 2r dr, and in RHS it is dt. So you can see in integration the numerator part is r dr. So I can change it, that numerator can be written dt by 2 divided by t to the power 3 by 2, right. So that means it is 1 by 2 integration of t to the power 3 by 2 means it is taken on numerator, it will be t to the power minus 3 by 2, right. So x to the power in integration is what? X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So its result will be t to the power minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by minus 3 by 2 plus 1. So that means it will be t to the power minus half by minus half. Yes or no? N will become minus 3 by 2, so that plus 1. Got it? So that means I can take this 2 in numerator and this half and this 2 can be cancelled out. So finally it can be written minus of 1 by t to the power half. This will be the final result of integration value, that minus of t to the power half. You can change the limit because small r, when small r was 0, so t is x square, and when small r is capital R, t is capital R square plus x square. I mean not on this part, I should not write here, it was 0 to r only. In this part I can write down this is small r square to, here in this part it is capital R square plus x square. So you can finally keep this is capital R square plus x square and this is small r square. Then you can write down upper limit minus lower limit. So instead of t, when you will write r square, so it will be 1 by r minus, okay, minus 1 by root under capital R square plus x square. This will be the result of the integration part. So this part into this k sigma 2 pi x. Got it? K sigma 2 pi x into this part. Got my point? Could you follow this?